Lab girl. She be on the scene, honey. I was out here living life. I had no idea that Sean then pulled back up on the scene. The CPS people have returned. And she had some sense to at least let them children come outside and let the people see them children. All I can say is it's really interesting that he came right when you came back, and the accusations this time are more than one. So, based on what your mammy said, she said something different. He had three accusations, and honey, she had me rolling when she said them children are never left alone. I thought you and your mama said that they can be alone with their oldest boy in the state of Florida. Ain't that is the comment, if I'm not mistaken, you and your mama made while y'all was finding it funny. I'm gonna run it back. Let me run it back. I'm waiting on Mo to go live, honey, because she done jumped up here and showed us that Sean came back for CPS, honey. I'm waiting on Mo because she gonna run this thing down. But one thing I see she be listening to what people have to say and their suggestions. She against his wishes because Zeddy said he ain't want the man to see them at all. She had some sense and got them children together and carried them outside for that man to see them. That's what she should have did the last time instead of going on staycation with them comp tickets. Anywho, Sean was very nice. He looked really nervous when he came back to her door, and she looked like she was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I understand the frustration because it gets tiresome, but this time it was three accusations. But that ain't what her mama said on that line. Mo, where you at, girl? We waiting on you because you gonna run it down. So at the end of that, she said her kids are never home alone. Baby, I was like, what? Are we really lying like that to Sean? You and your mother sat on the internet and said that they can be alone. Because if that's not an issue, why would Sean bring it back to you? And then Sean also brought up previous DV. You said, oh, it hasn't been none recent. Because you ain't show up to court after you called the people. Stop playing these games with these people. Girl, let me get up off the line. I'm waiting on Mo. I'm going to just sit in the bushes and comment and laugh over there and cut up. Because I got my champagne. I'm waiting. Mo, where you at, girl? Where you at? Why she lied to them people? Why she lied to Sean in his face and said they are never alone? When you always running up and down the road, got that boy babysitting, and you at the casino losing all your money, then you going to get up here. Everybody broke. You broke. You dropped, you fumbled the bag. It is, and why you stuffing your face? Everybody broke right now. Everybody broke. That's what she just finished doing. Child, I'm going to get up off this line because I'm waiting on Mo. This is going to be good, girl. I got my champagne. And I'm waiting. Okay? Because that don't make no doggone sense how she sat there and lied in that man's face. And I get it, you tired of people calling. And people should not be calling. They should not be calling. But again, these are people that know what to say, how to say it, because these people will not come. And then when they come, they're being even more detail-oriented than they were before. Oh, baby. You better get your life together. You better get your act together when it comes to them cheering. Them cheering. Like, so now I watched Miss Loretta earlier. Until Loretta, she made a good point. It do sound like that's them neighbors. Or them people that work, them kids. Something because they are getting more and more detail oriented about these reports, and they're becoming more intentional. They not playing. You've been able to skate and slide through certain things, but that's this is not right, girl. Um, but yes, she done went and lied and told Sean. I went ahead and watched the doggone short, honey, because I couldn't wait. Because Mo had put it up there, said the man that came back. I normally don't even watch that foolishness because girl, her spirit don't be right. But I'm just glad you slid on into town and let them people see them cheering. That's all they wanted to see. Because all they can do is do their job. I'm pretty sure they was clean and fed and doing okay. On that note, I'm about to go. I just can't believe she did that. Like she sat there and said it with a straight face. My kids are never left alone. What about when you was gambling just recently in the casino? Like I'm gonna say this before I go. I just don't understand how you fix your lips to. I get it because you want to save face. You don't want anything to happen, and I get it. When you in a situation like that, you gonna do what you got to do to make sure your kids stay where they supposed to be. And I get that. Let me stop. I get that. But you have documented evidence all over the internet. This right here should be enough to teach some of these parents that have these channels, these family channels or whatever type of channels, to just be more selective on what you put out here in these streets. Because any and everything can be pulled, saved from your site or whatever and used against you. Even though, I get it, like it's content, you trying to make money, this is a part of what you do for a living. You have to be a little bit more intentional. Now, I ain't even gonna get into you windmilling about taking care of Zeddy. I don't know, I might a little bit. I don't really feel like going into that because she just went to talking about people's mammies and taught them and just no, girl. You think it's exceptional to raise and take care of a man and have an eighth child. And I get it. You said he done taught people kids how to ride bikes and all. That's cool, that's cute. Whatever floats your boat, honey, because I shut up. Play on, play. But just be a little bit more intentional because like I'm starting to hear about even more creators that just do weird stuff with it. I'm like, yo, is this for the shock value? Or is this like, and I get it. Now it makes sense. She said that people not paying the way they used to pay. So all these antics is really, really coming together. And all this CPS stuff, in my opinion, between her and that girl that went up there and put on the front like she was actually leaving her kids, it is just a whole thing that they tied CPS into their content and it started making a thing, which I don't think it's right. It just screams all wrong to me. But honey, she done sat there and lied to Sean and told Sean them kids ain't never home alone. Mo, pick up the phone, girl. Where you at? I'm about to go get off here. Maybe she lied.